Dr. Laura Jakubowski, and in this video, I am going to demonstrate how to take a melting point using the Stuart SMP melting point apparatus. I'm going to be taking the melting point of benzoic acid, and I have 2 capillary tubes already prepared containing the benzoic acid. I will start by pointing out some features of this apparatus. I have it plugged in. I'm going to turn it on. Inside this part, there is an aluminum block which contains 2 slots into which you can place the 2 capillary tubes. This block is what heats up. The temperature of the block is displayed on this digital display, and the units here are in degrees Celsius. The buttons and the settings that you can adjust are a plateau temperature. This should always be set to be 10 degrees under your known melting point of your compound. To set the plateau temperature, I'm going to hold the button down, and you can use either the up or down arrow buttons to adjust. The melting point of benzoic acid is reported to be 121 degrees. So 10 degrees under that is 111. I'm going to set the plateau temperature to 111. Okay, I will let go. The plateau temperature has now been set. Once I push the start button, the instrument will very rapidly heat up to that plateau temperature. Once that plateau temperature is reached, the plateau light will come on. After that, you can push the start button again, at which time the instrument will heat at a rate of 2 degrees Celsius per minute until your sample has melted, at which time you can push stop. Now I'm going to load both of these capillary tubes into the apparatus. With this instrument, you load the capillary tubes in sideways. Up here at the top, you have a magnifying glass viewfinder. Looking through this, you are able to see where your sample is located. If you notice, once I turned on the instrument, a light also came on. This helps you to be able to see the sample as well. I have both tubes loaded and in the correct position, so I'm able to see the entire sample within the view of the magnifying lens. I have set my plateau temperature, so now I'm going to start the instrument. You will notice that the heating light has come on. And now it is going to rapidly go to the plateau temperature of 111 that I had set. Even though you might know the melting point of your compound, it's a good idea to check on your sample from time to time, just to be sure it has not melted yet. A temperature of 111, you see it has come and passed. We need to wait for the plateau light to come on and stay illuminated. And I'm still checking the sample. It has not melted yet. It is still in the solid state. Now my plateau light has come on. The instrument is ready to ramp. This instrument will ramp at a rate of 2 degrees Celsius per minute. So to activate that, I am going to push the start button again. And if you notice, the green ramping light on the instrument has been illuminated. So now I will continue to keep an eye on the sample, watching for melting. The moment when I first notice a drop of liquid, I will record that temperature. The point at which the sample has entirely melted to a liquid, I will write down that temperature. And then within those 2 temperature points, that is the melting point range of your compound. We are within a few degrees of the reported melting point, so now I will just continually watch the sample. Okay, I have now seen my sample begin to melt. I'm going to note this temperature at being at 120 degrees. I will continue to watch until the sample has completely melted. Okay, both samples are now completely liquid. The temperature is 124, so both samples behaved in the same way. I will report the melting point range here as being between 120 to 124 degrees. And that is how you use this instrument in order to determine the melting point.